What up, y'all? We haven't gone on a walk in a while, and today I want to touch base on the journey path to my personal success in ecom and where I see potential success for you guys, especially in this day and age. Obviously, I'm in a much different time now, so I want to say maybe the things that I did at the time that I did it might not necessarily be possible now, and obviously the opportunities that came about for me are probably much different than the opportunities that are going to arise for you guys. And so that being said, we're in a much different position, but at the end of the day, it's a matter of learning the skill set, right? The ambition, the drive, everything still applies the same way. There's nothing different when it comes to work ethic. There's nothing different when it comes to following your gut, following your instinct, and allowing yourself to learn, allowing yourself to apply the things that you've taught yourself, allowing yourself to reflect on your situation, where you're at, allowing yourself to also enjoy life, right? I'm outside right now just enjoying the sunlight, and just this alone and this environment put me in a position to record these videos like this. And you guys have to understand your environment. If it wasn't for the environment that I'm in right now, I don't think that I would be as active on YouTube as I am. And as an entrepreneur, you guys have to see it that way. And you guys have to understand what's gonna allow you to achieve what you wanna achieve in life. There's wind and shit, fuck. But yeah, you guys gotta understand what's gonna allow you to end up and be who you wanna be, when you wanna be it. And for me, every step of the way, I've moved out 3 times over the past 2 years. And every step that every new environment, I guess I could say, that I put myself in was a step in a different direction and allowed me to do different things. When I moved out to my first apartment, I was on the 15th floor. It was a little bit more of a luxury apartment. I wasn't paying all that much money to even stay there because it was brand new, and I bought a pre-sale, or I leased out a pre-sale. And that was the first time that I had an opportunity to be like, you know what, this is my space where I'm allowed to feel comfortable to be who I want to be and do what I want to do. For those of you that are at home, not saying that you guys should move out, not saying that you guys should do that, but the mental space that you're in is a lot different than the mental space that you're in when you're in your own place. Because think about it, at home you might not always have the support from the people around you. You know, your brother and sister, your parents might not support you in what you're doing, support you in your ventures. And because of that, you feel like you don't have the ability to be yourself, and you have to consolidate yourself and keep yourself in a little bubble because people don't believe in the things that you want to set out to achieve for yourself. And that could really put you in a bad mental space. That could easily fuck up your mental space. I'm a firm believer of environment. I got here, well, let's say after I left that apartment, that was a very good financial year for me. The first year that I was in my apartment, great financial year for me. And I think it was just because it was the first opportunity that I had once again to just have my own corner, my own space, be who I wanted to be, get up, motivate myself to do what I wanted to do on a regular basis. And because of that, I never felt restricted in my ability to achieve anything, because there was nobody there to tell me, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, because I already put myself in a position to be able to do it in the first place. And it wasn't an easy thing to do, but it was also something that I don't even know if I want to say I was proud to be able to accomplish, but it gave me a sense of, I don't know, some sort of gratification in a sense, to be like, okay, well, I was able to do this by myself despite everything that people said about me, despite the positions that people said I would be in. And gaining that sense of gratification and seeing what it did for my life and the ability to put me in my own space by just focusing on myself allowed me to understand mentally that it was possible. And when it comes down to it, in order for you to achieve anything in life, it really just comes down to your mental ability to perceive your ability of being able to make those things happen. And I think that's where a lot of people drop off, is that they want to achieve things but haven't necessarily developed the mental ability to being able to achieve all those things. They haven't necessarily put themselves in a state of mind where they mentally believe in their ability to be able to chase their dreams and achieve whatever they want to achieve in life. And your mental ability to believe it and achieve it is the one thing that will push you in the direction to make it possible. When it comes to my YouTube channel right now, I always knew that there's a possibility to grow the channel. It was never something that I fully focused on, and I felt like I wasn't doing something that I liked doing. And the more that I started posting over the past 2 months, and the more that I've started seeing the community grow, which, by the way, the link to our new Telegram free chat is in the description below. But the more that I started to believe in my ability and see results, even though they're not significant, and see all of you guys coming together and leaving comments in my comment section down below, I was like, shit, this stuff is actually possible and I can make it work. And now because of that, I have the mental ability to make it work. And I'm going to continue just pushing and striving because it's something that I want for myself. And the whole objective here, and I want you guys to be able to look at this channel and understand what I'm telling you guys in my videos, and think about how I'm applying it when it comes to this. This isn't even just a matter of me mentoring you guys and coaching you guys and giving you guys the knowledge that I've gained over time. This is also a matter of me having the ability to tell you guys something, but also show you how it's done by having me do it. But most people don't look at it that way. When you see somebody running a business, somebody can come up to you and tell you how their business is successful, what they did to get successful. But seeing them do it on a regular basis, consistently, day in and day out, and achieving those results over time is also another thing. Because if I'm sitting here posting every single day, talking to you guys, and I'm holding myself accountable to doing that as much as you guys hold me accountable, I want to be able to hold you guys accountable to working on your craft every single day. And that being said, I want to know that everybody that's watching these videos, you out there watching this video, if this is your first video that you watch, I want you to just tune in and take not only what I'm saying, but the consistency of me posting. I want you to take that and use it as fuel for you to engage in your own businesses, in your own life ventures. If you don't have anybody else in your life that's believing in you right now, I want you guys to know, feel, and understand that I believe in you, because I've been able to do it. I followed faith in order for me to get where I'm at now. And I was talking about the different positions that I've been able to put myself in, moving 3 times over the past 2 years, from my first apartment, to then buying a condo, and then leaving the condo and coming out to Florida. And you guys see it, bro. Like, this isn't a joke. This is real life. And you guys have to be able to take your life seriously. None of this stuff is luck. None of this stuff is luck. You have to be able to create opportunities for yourself and be somebody that's going to make things happen in your life. Don't just be somebody that's just sitting there and wants to do things. And I said this in a lot of my videos too. If you're going to say you want to do something, just do it now, because if you don't do it now, you're not going to end up doing it tomorrow. And if you keep saying you're going to do it or you want to do it, that want, the drive of that want isn't big enough for you to even take the first step into the right direction to even get there. And you guys have to understand that this stuff isn't difficult. What it comes down to at the end of the day is it's just work, consistency, doing the same thing over time, repetition, and allowing yourself to be yourself and apply the knowledge that you've been able to gain and teach yourself over time. I've learned so much being here, and like I said, last year was a very good financial year for me, 2023, and I think that was just based on the environment that I put myself in. I, made up enough money to be able to move out, afford to pay rent in a luxury apartment, had all that space to myself, left there, went to the condo. Obviously, that was me buying my first property, and I was very happy to be able to do that, which now turned into a rental property. And the position that I'm in now is I'm back in Florida in an environment that I feel comfortable in. And I know and believe in my heart that this next year is going to be a good financial year for me, because I'm once again in a space where I feel comfortable to be able to work. I feel like I'm at where I'm supposed to be at, as where this past year was just a whole process with me getting here and just trying to make things happen, get here, lock in, put myself in a position to be able to grow. And now I finally feel like I'm in that position to be able to grow. And so you guys are going to see on the YouTube channel like what I'm going to be able to do for myself over the course of this next year, 2025, and how I'm going to grow financially, and how I'm going to be able to lock in and just make shit happen. And the thing is, I'm telling you guys this because I want to be able to do this with you guys. I want all of you guys that are watching this video to be a completely different person in a year from now and come back to this video and be like, yo, I remember watching this last year and I remember where I was at, and be able to actually track your growth over time. And I want to see where you guys grow to. So that link to the Telegram group in the description, join. I want to be able to chat to you guys. I want to be able to help you guys out, put you guys in a much better situation, a much better position, not only financially, but spiritually, mentally, Some of you guys are depressed, some of you guys are hurting, some of you guys are having a hard time just locking in and making shit happen in life. And because I believe in you guys, and because I've been in that position before where I thought I wasn't as smart as I am, I do now think I'm a very intelligent person, but I just let a lot of the noise, the outside noise, just get to me and allowed people on the outside to create my own reality of myself without me creating my own reality of myself. So what I mean by that is I allowed people to shape my own perception of myself. And I know that that's something that could happen very easily to you guys. And the reason being is because everybody else, especially growing up, from the time that you're born, everybody is trying to teach you things and teach you things and teach you things and shape you into a person. But they're trying to shape you into a person based on their perception of life, based on what they think success is, based on where they want to see you, based on what they think you should be doing. And oftentimes it could be from a place of envy where people will tell you not to do things because they wanted to do it and they didn't believe in their own ability to do it. So because they didn't believe in themselves, they're not going to believe in you. Or they just know that your ability to make it there is a lot higher than their ability to do it because they didn't want to take the risk when they had the opportunity to. And now you guys are sitting there listening to these people. There's some people that might be watching this video that don't necessarily want to be successful individuals. So the advice that I'm giving you guys might not be good advice because where I'm at, you might not want to be. And what I'm doing, you might not want to be doing. So you also have to be able to take everything with a grain of salt and understand who you want to be, where you want to be. Like coming out of high school, going through those high school years, teenage years, even, you know, you're in your 20s, you're in a position where life is rough. You have no sense of direction. No matter how many role models you have, your role models might not be people that you want to be like in the future. You might not want to be like these people in the future. So these role models might not necessarily be the best people for you to take advice from places. And I'm gonna tell you guys this. You might not always get the best advice and the best sense of direction from people that are closest to you. It might be a complete stranger. And I started to realize that when I started to network, ask people questions, try and pick people's brain and understand how they got at in life, where they got at, because it's not you yourself that will just shape your ability to do things. It's you creating an understanding of everything around you and everyone around you and everyone in the world and how they got to where they got to. Whether somebody did good, whether somebody did bad, you have to be able to take information from both places and consolidate that in your mind and shape your own understanding of the world based upon what you've learned from people's bad experiences, good experiences, based on what you saw. Let's say growing up, you might have had a friend that just didn't amount to shit. And you understand how they're not amounting to anything because you're looking at them and understand where they go through hardships, where they fail, where they're lacking. And because you know that they're lacking in those places, that's what results in them not being as successful as they could be. So that being said, you guys have to be able to take your knowledge and advice and all these things from not only the positive, but also the negative places to know what you don't want to be and to know what you do want to be. So with that being said, guys, this is going to bring us to the end of the video. This thing is filled with like bird shit or whatever. So I'm going to get off of this. Somebody has to come clean this. But I just thought it would be a cool vibe, bro. We haven't gone for a walk in a while. And honestly, I enjoyed it. The weather's been nice today. And it just put me in a mood where I want to walk. I don't usually do this. I'm always in the car. So yeah, once again, guys, if you have any questions or anything for me, please leave it in the comment section down below. And join the Telegram description as well. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.